Hi, my name is Tim Gregory. I'm the Senior Pastor of Family Worship Center in Santa Fe, Texas. I want to talk to you today about remembering what God has done for us and allowing His plan for our lives to unfold as He would have it done. And in the book of Psalms in chapter 106, the psalmist recounts the journey of Israel and how God took them out of Egypt, how He did great wonders and miracles, and how He brought them through the sea and destroyed their enemies. And the psalmist talks about how they celebrated what God had done. In verse 13, the psalmist goes on to say, but they quickly forgot how God had blessed them. And they didn't wait for God's plan to unfold for them. See, God had a plan for Israel, and it was going to unfold the way God wanted it to, and in God's timing. But this didn't sit too well with them. And I'm sure we can all associate with that, because God has a plan for each of us, and it doesn't always unfold in the way we think it should or in the timely manner that we perceive that it should. I'm reminded of the story of young David, 15-year-old boy taking care of the family sheep, and the prophet Samuel comes to town and he's looking for the next king of Israel. God's led him to the house of Jesse, and he looks at all the boys there, but David's absent. David is who God has in mind. And finally, David is called to the party, and Samuel anoints him king. 15-year-old boy, young, I can only imagine the enthusiasm and excitement he must have felt. They have a great celebration, have dinner, he goes to sleep, and the next day he wakes up, and he's still a shepherd boy. Yeah, God had a plan for his life, but it would take time for it to unfold. In fact, he was only about 15 when he's anointed king, and he's 37 when he finally receives the fullness of this promise. And throughout that time span, David has the opportunity to take things into his own hands, but he doesn't. He allows God to do things his own way. I want to encourage you today, know that God has a plan for your life. Things are going to get tough. Your back is going to be against the sea. You're going to face some dry times. Things are going to happen you don't expect. Remember God's blessings, how He's brought you through all the times in the past. And allow God's plan for your life to unfold in God's way and in God's time, so that you may receive the fullness of all God has for you. Be blessed.